Hello, family! Your nephew is also here. Say hi to your auntie and uncles. It has been a hot fucking minute since we have done anything sister-wise. And I hate to break it to y'all, but I'm doing these in 1 minute increments versus 3 minute increments. Because 3 minutes takes 2+ hours to push through, and we ain't got time for that shit today. After I'm done editing and uploading these videos, I am going to work on putting all of the Sister Wives videos I have in a playlist. It's on my to-do list for tonight. It's literally in my planner that's here that I haven't even shown y'all yet. And now I've wasted more than 40 seconds of this video giving you guys a spiel. What else is fucking new? So we are in the middle of, well, actually we're more than halfway, of season 15 of Sister Wives. I do not know when season 16 is coming out. I would assume there will be a 16th season because Christine left us in limbo at the end of season 15. So let's go!
A couple of weeks ago, Janelle told me not to come to her house because of some concerns she had about the COVID-19 and the exposure that her kids were still getting. Garrison and Gabriel are both existing and working outside of the house. But I don't know how much actual social distancing they're doing. I don't know if their own personal space for social distancing is as strict as mine.
This is a no offense, but Garrison is working outside of the house in construction. Gabriel is just not social distancing whatsoever. So I just feel that this was very unfair to Garrison, who's working his little ass off, and you don't need to throw him in there. He can't social distance if he's at work. He said in the previous episode they're doing what they can, Cody. Irrelevant clip! Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot louder because half of my house is packed and it's gonna be echoey, so turn your damn volume down. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so episode 7 is called Birthday Breakdown. In April, they have 5 birthdays within 10 days of each other.
Today's Brianna's birthday, but in 2 days it's Garrison's birthday. Then 3 days it's Aurora's birthday. And then 5 days it's Truly's birthday. And then in 10 days it's Christine's birthday.
Holy shit. That's a lot of birthdays in the same few weeks and a lot of cake in the same few weeks. Take your fat burners, people. You're gonna need it this month. So we start off the episode with Brianna's 16th birthday. And, you know, Cody just had to go and make this fucking statement.
Sweet 16, it means you've never been kissed. And Brianna has never been kissed.
How do you know?
She hasn't been kissed because her dad looks like this.
Literally, that's not scary. You just look constipated. But sure, if you think people are scared by this, they're not. So I won't bore you with the details, but basically Christine and her kids go around for everybody's birthday to socially distance celebrate their birthdays. That's like a majority of this episode. It has a lot to do with also like Truly and Solomon and Ari not understanding why they can't be with their sibling. And because they're minors, I'm not going to show those clips. Because 1, they're vulnerable. 2, we all felt that way. But 3, they just don't understand. Well, Truly understands it. Truly is the smartest person in that entire fucking family. And nobody can change my mind on that. That girl is intelligent and will be going very far in life. Calling it right now, July 15th, 2021. There is one birthday I do want to bring up, and it is when Christine and her kids went over to Sab and Robin's house to celebrate Aurora's 18th birthday. I'm sorry, COVID ruined her 18th birthday. That's unfair. You're an adult. Get out of there. It's not because they went over there and it was a shit show because Truly was upset. It's A, the comment that Christine made about their singing, and B, that's where the goddamn tripod shows up, and I hate it. And I'll show you later in this episode why I hate it.
With singing to her a beautiful song. Aurora's 18. Holy, how sad to have yet another landmark birthday and another landmark kind of a thing because her graduation, and now she's turning 18 with COVID. Well, that kind of sucks. Aurora. Where's Aurora? You have the song. Happy birthday to you.
There it is. There it is.
To you.
The tripod irks me. The way that Cody manhandles the tripod irks me. What if I just started talking to you guys on a fucking tripod? Y'all would hate me and on the tripod, it's awful. Basically, with all the birthdays, it comes down to, what if we were living in a big home? What if we were living in a bigger home all together? You want to know how Christine feels about it? I'll tell you.
Isolated village. I imagine if we were all together in one house. No, I can't imagine it. I don't want to imagine it.
As we now know, 3 years later, still nothing has happened on that property, and definitely not the big house. So I'm proud of Christine for standing her ground on it. I mean, good for her. The other part of this episode is that Mariah and Audrey came to Flagstaff from Chicago. They've been there for 2 weeks. And Mariah couldn't fathom her grandma, Mary's mother, being there by herself and decided to switch places with her. So Mariah and Audrey went to Utah to run the bed and breakfast, and grandma came down to live with Mary. But yes, Cody didn't communicate with that side of his family. Y'all can say what you want. Mary and Mariah are still his family. And he shows up to Mary's house with the fucking tripod and was like, oh, how are Mariah and Audrey doing? And Mary's like, Mariah and Audrey aren't here. And I'll show those clips in a minute. I'm giving you the breakdown. And Cody goes, what do you mean they're not here? Where'd they go? Cody, pick your fucking phone up and call your kid. If you were really wanting to know where Mariah and Audrey were, you would call Mariah more. Or better yet, you would call Mary more. And guess what happens after that clip? They talk about how in the last 6 years, they haven't had really much of a marriage because of the catfishing scandal and feelings. And basically, when you think you're gonna get an episode without that bullshit, it shows up! I hate
when
it.
Robin got this for me.
I hate it.
Because we got so tired of holding these things. And you know what? The iPhone's new to me. It's the slickest thing. It's slicker than what are they called? A wet seal. So.
Hi. My name... Oh my God, Mary, have you ever heard of an iPhone before? These things is nice, bitch. This is a nice thing. Oh my God. I hate it. I fucking hate it. He might as well have done this cheaper and efficient. You just get some packing tape and a spatula. Just like I have. Works the same, motherfuckers. Works the same. I can't. So basically, Mary drops the bomb on him that they're there, and it comes down to them not communicating anymore.
What are Audrey and Mariah doing?
You would know if you called.
Good. They've been here almost long enough for me to see them, haven't they?
No, they're actually not here.
Well, they changed their minds?
So basically, because this episode is now like 15 parts long, basically Mary let Cody know that Audrey and Mariah weren't there, but Grandma was there. They're running the bed and breakfast, and it just spirals into the fact that Robin FaceTimed Cody while he's at Mary's house. Like, bitch, he is with Mary for the first time in who knows how long. Why do you feel the need to call right now? I'm probably taking that way out of context, but that's fine. And basically, it just goes into the spiral of how Cody and Mary haven't talked really much. They haven't seen each other a lot, maybe like once in the last few months. And it just spirals into the catfishing story again. Super boring. Episode 8 should be better not. See you later. Bye.